Hey guys, and welcome to the Trains a New Era Thursday. What we're doing today is we have a ATSF local, no train 205, and what he is doing is he is making pickups to bring back to the Santa Fe yard up in Warby. Warby. I don't know how you say it. Either way sounds good to me. But what he's doing is he's picking up his first cut right here. And he's got his cut. He's going to pull back out, attach that to his caboose, and get the other cut, do the same, and we'll turn him around. He'll go back up. But bear in mind, it's just outside of Lilydale, but there is a 3% grade going up there. Well, almost a 4% grade, like 3.5% grade. It's crazy. And with these SD45s, I think it can climb it. I may have to add a helper. I don't know, though. We've got engines back in the yard if I need to call in helpers. Just attach the helpers to the front end of the locomotives, so that way we have all our motive power at the front pulling. The only problem is you'd have to watch out, otherwise the train could break off because there'd be a lot of strain on the couplers. And how about that, a JB Hunt container? That is probably a car going on one of the SP or UP hot container trains, which would be, for UP, I think their train is, I'm making this up as I go, their trains are 207 and 210, are their hot air molders. Southern Pacific, their trains are hot train number 301 and 305 are their hot trains that they have. Conrail right now just basically receives cars, classifies them, sends them back out. That's all they do. Basically, when you're down here in the Conrail / Seaboard system yard, that's what you'll see. Usually a C30 working with a EMD SD60 demonstrator, which I've got this hopper cut over here, right where my mouse is, right there. That is where they are hooked up to. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're just getting this cut together. We're going to put our shoves over on this track, shove back, get those, hopefully not hit the buffer because those tankers are really close back there. I might just take it out in 2 cuts, that way I won't have to worry about hitting anything. Because if I hit it, it's money lost for the railroad and the car derails. Ugh, that ain't gonna be good. So, he's gonna be long because we've got some chip cars and auto racks, which are both long. The auto racks are loaded. They are carrying Ford Escorts, which that's a car they don't make anymore because they quit making it like around 2005, I think it was, when they quit making them. So they've been out for a fairly good while, but the best ones best looking ones that you can come across are the like 98 or 97 or 95. 90s Escorts, they were much better looking as opposed to the ones of probably the 2000s, which they look, for me, they just look too square bodied. I mean, that's all cars are these days. They're just too square bodied. But back in the 80s and, oh crud, I didn't change my switch. Whoops. Okay, we're going to cheat a little bit here and just shove him over here. Right there. Shove this. Okay, shove you back up. No. This track. This track. Okay, good enough. So, what we'll do is we'll just barely move up, hook to this cut. Like, I'm not giving this any throttle because I know that, like, when the longer your cars are, or the longer your train, the harder it is to brake. Like, brake your cars. A little more. Okay, good, good. I don't think we even moved on that one. So, alright, come on. Pull, 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 pull. For these locomotives, the chip cars, plus the coal cars, and the auto racks, that's going to be a very heavy train. Very heavy. But I think they're empty, but there's some UP reefers on this cut right here. And there go the chip cars. There goes some box cars, UP. We get a lot of UP stuff going through here because there is a UP yard that's up at this end of the line. Tanker. Here come the reefers. They're longer and bigger than that anymore. And there's our tanks. I don't mean tank engines, I mean tankers. In railroad terms, they're just shortened to tanks. That's what they're called. Alright, let's see. I can tell this is going to be a strain just to get this up and over the hill. We're going to shove back the other way now. And so what we do, like in this yard, those tanks, we're probably going to have to move those out with one of the Conrail or Seaboard switchers because road power doesn't need to be all the way over here and all the way back just to get their cars. I'd take those, bring them out, move them over here, put them on this track as pickups. Alright, she's hooked up, ready to go. So if we just go down here, turn the sucker around. But all this right here is pickups that Santa Fe had to bring up, and what they should be doing, but they don't have time, is they should be bringing them up cut by cut. Great, it's just doing one of those weird things. For just a pair of engines, this is going to be a long and heavy train. Long train. I doubt he can even make it up the grade. Just pretty much all the way up to Warby, it's just a gradual grade. And if you take the other line that goes down to Healesville, that line pretty much is just flat. Like there's not all that many hills in it, but it's busier because that's where a lot of the locals have to go down. They go down this track. And sometimes you'll see FEC road trains coming down that track. So that's where FEC's main yard is, right down there. It's not a very big yard, but they have one down there. Now the reason I had to bring him up so quick is because I have a passenger train that I need to get back into Lilydale, and I'm going to take him on down that way. But if you have a train that is on the main, like let's say you've got a passenger train but you're doing switching on the main, if you were double tracked or had a siding, what you would do is you would put your train on the siding and do your switching, like go out on the main and then go off to the spur, you need to go to switch. $17, and we're only starting up grade. He is a lot of cars, because you can see him all the way down here. And he's coming up the branch. There's the tail end of him right there. Here he comes. He's not going with 2 miles per hour over the speed limit. He's actually slowing. That did read 17 miles per hour, but now it's slowed down to 16. This is not looking good. It's looking like he's going to stall on the grade, which would be all we need if that happened. I think the last thing I want is for my train to be going upgrade that is almost 3%, past 3%, and it can barely even make the climb uphill. Well, we're doing good. Oh boy, maintenance issues. Well, that's just great. We've blown an engine. Like, both of them are out. Okay, we'll get the yard crew, see if they can help us pull up grade. Actually, no. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Because both the Southern Pacific and Santa Fe railroads have a pair of switchers they keep up here just to keep up with the yard work on both ends of the yard, because both railroads come into the yard, so they have their own switchers. I figured those SD45s would make the climb, but I guess it's just too steep for them. And I think what happened is that the engine got hot. And it got too hot, so it overheated. That's all that happened, pretty much. And if your engine overheats, and you have a long train going up a steep grade, and there's about no way around that. Must be down here a good ways. He didn't even make it halfway. He didn't even get close to the summit on that. The summit is just outside of the yard for the hill. There he sits. Pull, pull, pull. Gonna get to see some hill action right here. Slowly but surely it's moving. Right here is where the summit begins. Right there is where it is. If we can get up to that, then we're good. Whoops. The thing to do, if we had helpers in that position, is come at him from behind and push and pull. But what we had to do, since we had helpers up here already waiting, so we had to come down, hook to the front, and just start pulling hard. That's all we could do. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to bring him into the yard, and then, yeah, we'll probably end the stream right there. But he is going 10 miles per hour up a 2.70% grade. 2.71 is the highest it gets. No. It goes past 3% on the grade. 312, 311, 310. Okay, 312 is the peak of it. No, I'm wrong. The only reason these guys are hauling the train into the yard is because the two locomotives that were pulling the train both overheated and broke down, so we're in a bit of trouble. I was just turning him around so if need be we could put him into cuts. What we need to do is we need to take some cars out of here and send them out as a through train. Now, through train, what it does is it leaves the yard and exits a portal, hence the name through train. If I put most of them on this siding, so yeah, yard track, and then put the rest of them on this track that we can fit, and that would be great. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Unhook that. We'll just put the chip cars on another track. We'll see if we can't fix the locos over here. We'll just put them on this track, which is usually for road power, but we'll put them over there since they ever broke down. I don't think they'll need their prime mover replaced, but they're just going to need to sit there and cool off because they are hot. But one thing that some customers complain about, but Santa Fe hasn't bought any, is that the Florida East Coast line has GE, I think they're GE or EMD SD90 Aces. And I will tell you this. The thing about this layout is it is not set in a particular year, so you can run about anything you want on it. And I think not putting a year on the layout can be kind of fun, because you get to put all kinds of power on there just to experiment with it, you know. And then you use what you like, and what you don't like, you just put it by the wayside, and if you want it, you use it. If you don't, you just keep it put up somewhere. No, it wasn't this train. Is this train? Actually, yeah, it is this train. That train is a local that the Florida East Coast Line dropped off, and it has came all the way from Haynesville up to here, which is one of the key points on the layout, as it is a staging yard and a connection yard between the FEC, the SP, and the Santa Fe. Now, who owns the yard? It is a trio agreement between the three railroads. And Union Pacific will haul trains up here for SP and just kind of use their trackage rights to get around. Like this right here, it's a UP train. It is probably a local or something that has came up from, what was the name of that other yard? Melbourne Fiddle Yard. That's where it's came from. And occasionally there's another local at, well, let's see if I can get it. Let's see, man. There's another local. It's an FEC train, but there's another local that works and operates out of this quarry. And what it does is it hauls either cement hoppers or sand hoppers up to be dropped off, because this factory over here is a cement factory. The quarry, which is down here, brings in sand and loads of those cars, and they take them to exchange yards where they can be made in, where other railroads can take them to places like glass mills that will take the sand, melt it down, and make glass out of it. But anyways, yeah, that's it. And if you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like and hit this button. Hit the button that looks like what one of these sound. Well, hit the button down below that looks like and has this sound to it. And if you want to, please be sure to subscribe. We need all the support we can get for this channel, as we love to have people subscribing, so that way we can keep up our good content. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. Be sure to subscribe and turn the notification/bell button on. And in the comments, leave which railroad you like best. Hashtag Forever Southern Pacific if you like SP. Hashtag Consolidated Conrail if you like Conrail. Put in hashtag Florida FEC if you like the FEC. Or put in America's Railroad UP. Well, hashtag America's Railroad UP. Or put in hashtag Sad Seaboard if you like the Seaboard System line. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Goodbye and have a good day.